Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch, and I'm the CEO of Worldprofit. Today is the 28th of April, and we are having a fantastic month. Everything's going really well. I'd say most people are following all the training, and leads are coming in all the time and converting to brand new members, just like all of you out here, either watching live or recorded. A little bit about myself. I've been, we founded and created with, as I mentioned last week, the three of us, Dr. Jeffrey Lant and myself and Sandy Hunter, created this company 28 years ago, 28 and a half years ago. So this is just been, what a life. It's just been great. What we do is we help people start a home-based business online to sell products, services, and we specialize in affiliate programs because those are the easiest. You just represent another company's product line and you refer people to it, including Worldprofit. We have a great affiliate program too. My background is I got out of high school and I went right into the military through a university called Royal Military College here in Canada. Very much the same as West Point, same as Annapolis. You go in, you get a degree, and you serve time in the military. I did 5 years as a pilot, plus 1 extra year. And I was a jet instructor pilot for my last tour, rewarding. The only reason I got out is they offered early retirement after 10 years. And I decided to take it. It was a great opportunity to do something different. And I got the entrepreneur bug. I was about 29 years old, and this all just happened. It was perfect timing for the internet, and I was really good with computers. I really had an interest in them. I don't even know why. It just fascinated me. The fact that you could, have a type in and have there was a little menu, and you can write memos and print them. It just was so exciting. There was no internet back then, of course. So we started online. I started online in 93, and then we created the company in 1994. It's just incredible. So now we teach people how to earn income online, how to make money, how to generate leads and convert those leads the right way, the way that actually works. We don't have BMWs and mansions in the background. I'm just in my home office right now where I've been working from home for at least 15 years now of the total time, and it's been great. Let's start with you. You're on this program because you are either in an affiliate program right now, you're in an MLM program, or you're just looking to start. You're brand new to business online, and you just want to know what it's all about. The most important thing you can do is get on lesson number 3 and stay on lesson 3. Lesson 1 says to go to lesson 2. The reason we did that was to make sure you're logged in, to make sure that you've got your domain name picked and you're all set up. Lesson 2 is really a statement. It just says, take this seriously. Think of this as a business and not a biz op. Too many people come into this program thinking it's yet another one of those biz ops where they promise you the world and you don't have to work and it just happens, which is not the case. It advances you to lesson 3, and that's where you start learning, and that's where you start understanding exactly how business works. And I can guarantee you, when I started out, I had no idea that you had to generate leads. I just thought you made money. You made a product or a service and you just made money. It just happened. Not knowing how to advertise, how to market. I didn't know any of that. So we started out the hard way. Lesson 3 gets you the easy way. It's going to start you on the training page. If I go here, I can show you right away. Just click start here. That's the easiest way to do it. It's on your left side. And stay here for a long time. You should be here for at least 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. You want to make sure that you watch this first video just to get your profile set up, how we pay you commission, getting a Gmail account, finding out, how to get in touch with your sponsor. It also tells you that I'm your sponsor too. So if you have any issues, you can just fill out a support form, and that's what we do. Our support is constant. We're always on support here. The second video unlocks your bonuses and teaches you how to use those bonuses, plus all the other signups and all the other safe lists that you're going to sign up for and everything like that. It gets the ball rolling, as they say. The video that you see, those two videos, you have to do the videos. I can't tell you how many times people have said, I've watched the videos, I'm there. And then I check the ad tracker and there's no clicks. So I always say to them, yeah, but you have to do the video. You have to do the promotion. It all comes down to you're going to join some sites, copy ads and post ads and repeat. This is just with training wheels. This is where we start. We just want you to understand the process, the workflow, the concept. It's a process. You can sign up for these sites. They're completely free. And they let you post ads. It's just that simple. You earn credits by watching other ads, but then that allows you to post your ads. And you might think, well, people are just watching the ads to earn credits to post their own ads. They don't care about your ads. Well, then how come it worked with you and millions of other leads that have said, well, I'm always window shopping, because you got to look at the ads to earn the credits. And there's not a day that goes by when you go to a mall and you don't drop into a couple of places. And then, of course, spend money and buy things. The bonuses we promised you are also on lesson 3. They're very easy to get. You just fill out a form and ask for them. Really, that's all there is to it. Support here is 7 days a week, 365 days. Just fill out a form and we'll get to you. Remember to get a Gmail account. I'd recommend 2 or 3 accounts with Gmail. The reason is it's great for business. You get your email on time, and things like Hotmail and Yahoo and all that, they're fine for just emailing your friends, but you don't want to do business through them. They eventually will block, and anything with a $sign or money or, we want you to be successful. I get them always thrown into spam. Okay, so with Gmail you can train it and teach it, and it'll help you. The proof, I don't get asked this very often anymore because they know the answer. I always say, well, you're the proof. Even if an associate comes into the Live Business Center and says, is your traffic real? I'm testing this. Well, you're the result of the test, so it does work, right? I mean, the person is in the member area because they signed up. Well, how did they sign up? They signed up because our marketing works. What we're teaching works. So when you see somebody and they say, does it work? You go, well, you're the result of it. So yeah, if you're real, it takes time for people to process that because we've been so used to receiving the emails and clicking, right? You just get lost, right? Well, what am I doing? What am I doing? And then somebody puts a spotlight on you and says, well, you're here because this training works. And they go, well, what do you mean? Well, how'd you find out about us? Then we go from there. Could have been even a YouTube channel. Well, I found out about you on YouTube. Okay, well, that's part of our training. We teach people to create YouTube channels, that kind of a thing. There's always an answer, right? They had to find out about you somehow. If it was from a friend, well, the friend is your sponsor. Still works. Are there any questions? If there are, just fire them out and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Okay, because this is just a workshop. I follow these slides every week, as everyone knows, and it's great. And I'm just here as your sponsor to help you. So if you have any problems or questions, just ask. And if not, I just continue on with my program and I go to the topics. Okay, because I'm just sitting here at home. I'm not under any timeline other than an hour. I like to do 1 hour or, well, 50 minutes, 45 minutes is fine too. These are some important steps to get started. Obviously, we want you to set your commission payout preference, which is described right in this first video here. That's a biggie. Okay, so that video is going to take you through how to do that. If you missed it, it's just on your top menu. It says commissions. Okay, and you can get to it and get those set up. We pay by a whole bunch of ways here, so I'll go ahead and show you here. So how we pay you, check, PayPal, e-transfer if you're in Canada, direct bank wire, or Bitcoin, or basically crypto. Okay. We pay on the 15th of every month for the month before. That way we get to make sure that we get all of our books balanced. Finding out your services is on the left-hand menu. Very easy to see. It just says your membership services. If you're platinum, you're all there. If you're silver, we'll show you a comparison. Even associates can click on that link and find out what they get as an associate with the differences being shown. Support, very simple, top menu. You can always get support. This is a big one. What is that Worldprofit Live Business Center? What does it do? It does a lot. Number one, it's staffed by our members, who I call monitors. They've been with us for some time, so they know how things work. They're there for you and the associates you bring in. So if you need help, you can ask them for help. If you're bringing associates in, which I hope you are through the training program, they will come in, your associates, and they will see the Live Business Center, and they can interact with the monitors through the chat, and they don't come on camera, and neither do you. Nobody comes on camera. And then they can type in their questions, and the monitors will answer them verbally and by texting in a lot of cases. So it's really a support system and a sales system. The ad tracker, that's the secret that I always look at. I always check the ad tracker when somebody has issues. Am I doing the program right? It's easy to figure that out. Just click on the ad tracker. That's going to tell you if you're doing it right. So if you click on the ad tracker and you see clicks there. I've had some, I don't get these too often, but every now and then, so you're going through the bootcamp training very fast. And I'm having trouble following. Well, I'll slow it down for you. Here, click start here. Those two videos are on YouTube. You can go right through them. Okay, those are slow. You can pause them. There's closed captioning, everything to get you started in the program. And I do talk about the ad tracker. Also, these workshops, if you scroll down on the start page, you will see them listed here. They're all on YouTube, and you can watch those at your leisure. And if you want to know how the whole program works, Linda Elzy, top sales person that we have, you can go through, and this is an old video, but you know what? 25 years ago, we did the business pretty close to what we're doing right now, generating leads. So you can almost see the interview with her. And of course, we have bootcamp training. Okay, so it's always posted. There's no reason to not be able to get the training. When your associates come in, they interact in the Live Business Center, but they also do one other thing. They get a welcome package with a YouTube video to explain all aspects of Worldprofit. They also receive a daily newsletter with specials, with featured products, all kinds of things like that. Tell them exactly what they get when they upgrade. So you don't need to email your associates. Okay, they're getting taken care of by us. Your goal is to generate more, and that also applies to your other affiliate programs. Generate leads. Leads are the key, and that's a big deal. You can use your cool tools on the top menu for all kinds of software. Okay, and it's right here in the members area. You can just click on Biz Builders if you're using the modern menu, and just click on Cool Tools. If you're using the other menu, it should be right on the top menu. You'll find it. These cool tools are cool. They're great. They work awesome. They're just for graphics building, ChatGPT, Animoto. Of course, my favorites are down here. Jitbit, Roboform. Roboform is great for saving your passwords. Also, Jitbit Auto Text converts keystrokes to paragraphs, subjects, you name it. And then you got Postbox, which is for organizing your email. These are great programs. They're all under Cool Tools. The Link Manager and Link Magic are, again, indispensable. They're used by Worldprofit constantly, myself, all the time. Are there any questions about that? If not, I've got a really neat ebook builder that I've updated. Ebooks create leads, they create sales if they're done right. So I'm going to give you a little demo of this. It's really, really neat. It's brand new. It's right here under articles and ebook marketing. And if you look down, it says custom ebook creator, and you'll find a brand new one in here. It's being totally updated. It uses editors to put in your intro to your ebook. Then you've got your content for your ebook right here. And of course, you have your resource area. Okay, so the three areas are all now editors, where you can do bolding, change the the format. You can also use these different galleries for images, and I'll give you a demo of all of this stuff. It really is neat. The ChatGPT can write your ebook for you. It's an incredible thing. It can write 10-chapter book if you want, 5-chapter. All you're doing is you're taking this prompt here and you copy it to your clipboard, and then you pull up GPT, which I seem to have floating here. I don't know how that happened, but I'm happy with it. And then you come in here. Oh, I see. It's just summarizing the page. So then you can paste that in. And if I wanted to write just one chapter, you would just change this prompt here. So keywords would be safe lists, lead generation, opt-in pages. You could say landing pages, opt-in pages, landing pages. Okay, so you could do that, and it says generate one. I have to say one to make it easy. And there, you can go from there. You can also get ebooks that you can redo on your own and things like that. Write chapter one with it, get detailed, generate a detailed introduction, and write chapter one. Also write, so we could say, write a conclusion of 400, just say 400 words. And I think it knows English. So it will create me a really neat ebook that I can then use in my ebook. So there's the ebook done. And again, you can add to this. You don't need to use exactly what's there. You can modify it. So if I go to my ebook creator now, which of course there's a help video here you can watch too, which will go through this. The ebook cover has always been, it's a challenge, right, for people to get the perfect cover. So we just happen to have an e-cover creator, which you can use if you're a platinum or if you purchase the WP Graphic Studio. And this could take you right to the e-covers area where you can start with a cover. Okay, for anything that you want, you can modify these images and they'll go in your gallery after you save them. Then you can just come back here and click on your graphics gallery to see it. It'll be listed in here. You just scroll down. And if you want to use one of these, for example, this one, Recession Profit Secrets, you simply copy it to your clipboard. You can close that and then you can paste it in here. Okay, so that's my ebook cover for the ebook. You can pick different colors for your border if you want. You can also use the hosting Webcraft or Pixabay here for images in your book. So if you wanted to do your preface for your book, you go here. And remember, we had this written for us, an introduction. I'll call it the introduction. And we take that, we can just copy that to our clipboard. And then we can go into our ebook and paste it in there. Sorry, so you go Control V, paste it, and then you can bold that. Say that I just wanted to have an image, and I'll just put an image in here from my hosting area. So you can host images and actual books, but this will just grab the images that you've created. okay, and that you've hosted in the image hosting area. You can scroll down and see them. So say that I like Santa, so I copy that to the little board here, and then you go in here. All you have to do is say insert image, and then paste in here the URL to it. Okay, and it'll size it. You can make it smaller if you want. You can say, well, I just want it at 300, and it'll automatically set the height. And so you're here. So you got your little Santa Claus in there. Okay, and then for the content of your book, we called it safe lists, lead generation. I guess I could have put the chapters. I guess I want the chapters more or less in the introduction here, right? So introduction, maybe I could do the chapters up here in the top part. Understanding safe list. Of course, I don't want to have there. So we want to have chapter 2, chapter 3. So you edit your book, make it the way it is. I only wanted the one chapter, right? So it probably just wrote a bunch there for me. So chapter 1. You arrange it the way you want. I'm just pasting stuff in here. So then the content is down here. This is chapter 1. And we just want to put the chapter in. There. And the conclusion we could put down here. I have a button on my mouse to copy and paste. Okay, and the only other thing I missed was the title of the book. So I'm just going to grab that up here. And we'll just put that in the book area. And, bold it. We can change some fonts maybe to something different. And center it. And make it bigger, something to stand out a bit. Okay, so you remember I haven't really done much work here. I've just pasted a bunch of things in. I put a graphic in to show you. Let's see what it looks like. And of course, I want to sign up associates if they read the book. But I'm going to show you some really neat stuff after this. So we create our book. And there's a area here where you can kind of preview it. I highly recommend that in your ebook cover, you always put the title of the book. You want to make sure people know the title of the book, and then you can scroll down and you can see how that this image is too big, right? Like it kind of scrolls on the next page. You can shrink that graphic down. I'm going to put a link to an image shrinker that I found. It just makes the image smaller, and then you can save it. Okay, so that's pretty neat. Anyways, I'm not going to shrink it now. This is good, so you can see understanding. This is my introduction. And then we've got safe list opt-in pages, and then of course the resource with the conclusion. And there's our landing page that's sort of built in. It just says, listen, we've got 25 places you can add. I might put a little border around this too, and then get your details here. And they can click here, and that would take them to the landing page under you. Okay, so that's pretty neat. Now there's a couple of things you can do here. It's also put the ebook in a safe place for you, so you can open this in a new tab and save it, or you could just go up here and save it right now and download it. Right, you can download the ebook right away to wherever you want. So it's up to you the way you do it. You can put it in a full browser if you want using this link. Then, if there's a problem with the book, you can go back and edit. It won't get rid of any of your settings. Right, so that's in there too. You can also save it to your ebook PDF hosting area, which I would recommend. You put it in there and just say recession secrets. And this just gives the file, your ebook, a name, so you can save it. This should say save ebook. I'll fix that. And that's in there now. So it's under recession, under R. So you can just type recession. It should come up down here somewhere. So that's the book I just did, and there it is for you. You can access it anytime this way, right? So then you also have the ability, and I'm going to be adding more landing pages to this. So you can simply say create splash page, okay, and it's going to create a page for you, and we can call it recession. And this is really neat because it puts the image of the book in for you right away. So all you have to do is customize the wording. So that's why I say make this like a sales page too, the book cover, because you can use it in this landing page builder. And you don't have to worry about anything now except changing the words of the landing page, online marketers, this kind of thing. Okay. It really is interesting what you can do with this. And of course, you can make it work for your autoresponder simply by clicking on this one here. This is in that help video, by the way. But if you do this and you say, well, I want to generate leads to my autoresponder, you just say, well, here's the Worldprofit services. And then you just update it. And now if somebody signs up here, if I refresh, they will go on that autoresponder. You can also use this link, of course, under ad examples to generate more leads, right, to your ebook. This will also give them a download automatically in their email. So they'll download the book, they'll become an associate, that sort of thing. So I wanted to make this able to do everything for you. And, you got your little previewer here. And again, like I can prove it, if you just go back, it leaves everything in place for you. So you can generate it again. So say that you wanted to have a, understanding safeless. So you could go up here and you can even use Pixabay, which has like literally millions of images. And you can say money. I don't know. And then it's going to generate some money for you. So you can copy this one, looks kind of nice, and put that one in there. Down here, insert image, and then save. Okay, and then you can make it smaller, of course. You can change the image, make it 400. Okay, and then when you regenerate the book, it just regenerates it with the image, hopefully. Okay, and the images at Pixabay are free. They're royalty free. And Worldprofit has a connection with them to allow that. Okay. And you can use these images for whatever you want. I'll put a link to that gallery system. I'm going to actually put that gallery system into the website management area so that you have easy access to images whenever you want them. And they're very easy to add. Okay. And I'm going to add more landing pages too. We've got a few more that are designed for ebooks where I can automatically put the ebook image in there for you and you don't have to worry about it. Are there any questions about that? So for Bobby Joe, you asked about how do you change the margins, keeping your text from going the whole width of the page. You could just do that in the editor if you want, for this stuff here. I'm sure that you can put like a table in there or something if you didn't want to have that. I think you can go insert and then it says a table and you can just have a table like that and then bring that in a bit. And then you can take all this and just put it in the table like so. Let's see if that works. I don't know. I'm just playing around right now. So you could, and then center the table, of course. So let's see if that worked. Yeah, so there you go. So you can table it and then you can get rid of the border. You don't need to have a border, right? You can, the table automatically has a border on it. So what you could do is you can go in here and adjust things. Delete column, table properties. So you see, just get rid of the border. And alignment, maybe make it center. Just might look better that way. So then you can just keep going back and forth until you're happy. And then roll down here. You can even use the page thing here. There. So you can really get fancy with this thing. Tables are great for organizing. I don't like center tags and things. I prefer to use tables for everything that I do. I really do. I use tables for everything. So, for example, if I was going to do this, you might go in and say, okay, so I want a table that starts out with the one column. So we can go, oh, there you go, so table. And then you might say, well, I want to have one column. And then I think you can probably modify the table too and add like a cell or a row, insert row after, right? So now you have another row, but then you can split the row, I think. So if you go into, maybe there's a row properties here, and you can say, maybe I want to have just adjustments into that. You just got to play with these things. It really is something. And you might be able to add a column. So let's see, add insert row, delete row, insert a column before. I don't know, what's that do? Oh, there you go. So then you might want to delete this column or that kind of a thing. I'm sure there's all kinds of ways. I'm a source guy, so I'd go into the source code and just do what I want. Right. So, you can see this. So this is TD style. He's setting it that way, which for me, I should get rid of that. And I say TD right here. And then I go call span. I don't know if it'll accept this. Equals 2. And save that. And so you see how this one's one column now, right? This one's just 1. And the second one is 2. So I could put my image into that one. Oh, if I could get it in there. I'm not sure if it'll slide in. There. So then I could have my image there, and then I could say, you could put a whole bunch of stuff in the other one. So it's up to you. You can play with this all you want. It's not like it costs money to do this. You just say, well, I think I want to do that. And then if you have a table border, you get rid of the border, of course. Or you can make it a border and have colors in it. And then, there's your ebook. So you get to go back and forth until you're happy. See? So then, there's Santa. So you could align this top, or you can have the wording wrap around around your image if you want it, right? So you could say that you wanted to put an image in, and I undid all this stuff. I don't know, it won't let me undo now, but say that I wanted an image here, and I want all this word to wrap around it. So you can go in here and you can say image. And this is where you get a little fancy because it says the style, what style do I need to do this? That's, where I go to Google and I just say, I need a style tag to wrap text around my image. But you could also do this too. You can go to ChatGPT and you can say, I need a style tag to wrap text around my image. So it'll just figure it out. It'll just say, well, here's your style tag. So what I would do is, it looks like it says float left. So what I do is I take this and I copy it and then I put it in there and I just play with it until it works. And I say, yeah. So there you go. So it worked. So now I've got Santa here, which I can make even smaller and make it 100. So it's smaller. You get just crazy with these things. That's why I really like this editor. It's a really good ebook creator because there you are, right? It's all just sitting there ready to go. Fun. A lot of fun. And then if you don't want to use this, you don't want to use the landing page, you can put your own text in the bottom and say, here's my landing page. Here's what I'm doing. Sometimes you get, you've got an area here where you can go get an ad example. So if we say, well, I want to get the ad example, so go in and grab one of the ads and say, boost your sales, right? So copy that one. Go back to your thing and put it in there and make up a little landing page here. Step into this, copy the message down below, put it in a table maybe, And of course, there's your, you want to make sure you cloak that link and then go from there. Isn't that fun? Conclusion, roll down, make it look good. So there's sky's the limit. The sky's really the limit with this thing. You do whatever you want with it. It's all kinds of stuff. You've got paragraphs, formattings. You can preview what it looks like. There's what it looks like so far. Close. So you don't even need to, you know, you can say, well, here's my preview. So you see a little eyeball up here, right? This is what it looks like. This editor is also in the website management area too. And I promise you, I'll get this done as soon as I can. But if you go into your website management and you say new page, you can also use this editor there. And I will put those three, you know, those three galleries here, image, this and this. I will put those into there and into this area here so that you can use them to put images in here and do what I'm doing right now with a big long page, right? So you can literally build a landing page in here for yourself too if you want. Don't use a form, just link to a form, right? Just give people a link to go to the URL that you want them to go to. You don't always have to embed forms. People are like, oh, form. Well, the forms are already made for you. There's a form right here. You just got to tell people to click on that link, right? And again, linking to this is easy. We simply say link, and then you put the link in there, and there's the URL. So all I do is I just slide that one up there, and then rock and roll. Oh, it didn't work here. So try that again. Link. So what you want to do is, it didn't like me putting it up there. So copy and then paste that in there like that. And the text display is go get them. Go get them. Whatever you want to call it. Put a title in for Google too. You can say, you know, the title would be get leads. I don't know, that kind of thing. So you want to open the link maybe in a new window too. This is PDF, but if you were doing it in the website editor, you would do that. Play with these things. Don't take it as, you know, I've got to get it right. You know, this better work, or I'm, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. This is designed for you to play and have fun and create your ebooks. And look at this. This is a mess of an ebook. But you know what's really cool is it's the cover that grabs people, right? It's the cover that makes the book. You know, people are looking at the book and they're like, "Well, what's the cover look like?" Because the cover says everything, right? It's the picture. So people go and they go, "Oh, wow, is that ever nice?" And then they kind of read through the book, and then they want to know how to get more information. So then they go down and they click on the link that shows them where to get the info. Right there. Go get them. And then there they are. They go got them. Takes them right to your landing page with your ID in it and everything. Perfect. So these aren't coming soon. Well, they're here now. These new associate and silver member assistants to help you in the member area using an AI. Exactly. And that's right, Rich. That's why I've got those galleries there. So you can put your own banners in and link them and do whatever you want easily without looking for stuff. Because when I was doing this ebook thing, I wanted graphics, right? Like my graphics. And I couldn't find them. Well, you know, I found them, but I got to open 7 tabs. So I had those 3. And they're there for your images. Okay, easy. And the Pixabay one, that's just with my compliments, because sometimes you just want an image just made up by, you know, that's in some massive gallery, and it'll do it. Okay. So these AIs, what do they do? Like, what are they all about? The reason that we created these was twofold, really. The first reason is when there's no monitors. If it's summer's coming up and there might not be any monitors available, so the AI takes over. And it looks just like this. You can actually see these AIs. They're right here. So if we go to the member area and we scroll down, to the monitor area and the practice area here. I've set up a few for just to play around with. So the LBC chat for silver and platinum. So if the monitor is not in, this will show to silver and platinum members. They'll see this kind of inset into where the LBC is. And the associates will see this version, which is this one here, without the header, of course. The header will look normal like the LBC. But then, if I upgrade to silver, so you see the questions are different. They're geared towards associates coming in and asking the questions that they're going to ask. I want my 50,000 visitors. Where do I go? So we set 3 questions up that are very popular. They can also ask other questions too. I want my 500,000 credits and things like that. The other one, though, the important one for you folks, is you're going to see this one come up. But I'm also including a pop-up, which I'm going to show you in all kinds of different areas. That'll always be there as your sort of your sponsor, your AI sponsor that's going to help you. So for example, how do I get started? So you just click on this and it'll go to the AI, and it's going to go through literally hundreds of pages of information to tell you how to get started. Okay, so there you go. To get started, you can watch the video provided. It includes, after watching the video, how do I find it? Okay, so it's just conversing with you now. It's keeping on topic though. It's not just like, how do I find what? It knows what you're asking. Oh, sorry, I don't know the answer. Rephrase your question. So in this case, it doesn't know what to do. Okay, so where is the first lesson 1 video? This will improve too. We just started this project. So we're adding all kinds of questions and answers to it that we know. Yeah, it should help the monitors greatly. It's located in the training session. It's very first video posted, top of the cage. So I want this to give you a link too. Okay. It will come in with myself, Sandy Hunter, or Linda Elsie can have it come up. They see a button only. As soon as we did more testing, we'll open it up to the monitors so that if you're a monitor on duty and you see the live sponsors, there's a button that will show up there. And it looks like this right now. See how it says turn on the LBC? Let me do it quickly and I'll show you what I'm showing you. So if I turn it on right now, it doesn't remove the active monitor from getting from getting leads and things like that come in. But if I go there as a silver member, it will now say, welcome to our live business center. We have a chat GPT in here now. Okay. And then when I turn that off, you'll see that the monitor that was on duty stays on duty. There's no messing around with that. And if it's on and you come on duty, you just simply take over duty and it will shut that thing down right away. So I kept it very simple for monitors. I don't want monitors to be confused at all. If you see it in there and you're on duty, you take duty like you normally do. Okay? And it'll work out just fine. So now here's an example. When the associates are logged in, so if I log in to my other system here as an associate, and just to give you an idea of what they see right now is, of course, they see the LBC, but I have it in one area for them now. If they go into the goodie bag and they get their 50,000 visitors, they also have a little help icon here in the bottom right, and they can click on it and it turns into like a little chat widget. How do I upgrade to silver? What are the bonuses? So they can click on that. Okay, and it will help associates with questions in member areas that don't have the live business center. Okay, and it takes a while to come up with the answer, but it'll get faster and faster as we train it better and better. So this gives them a link right here. It says to upgrade to silver, you can use this link. Okay, and that's tells them what they get. Right, and then they can close that. They can go to the link right away, and they're on the order form now. So this one's trained quite good. And I also have one in the member area in one spot here under the Start Here button. Do you see it where it says Help? And this is the one that comes up for you folks. It's the Worldprofit Silver Platinum chat system. How do I get started in the program? That kind of thing. But they can type in what they want too. Like, where do I find what is the URL to the Bootcamp weekly workshop? So you can type it in like you're talking to a person, and it'll do the best it can. And it just does little 3 dots there, 3 dots. And then it says here, so it says the URL for the Bootcamp workshop training is this. It takes place Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Soon we'll have it so it's trained to tell you a link to everywhere in the member area. Anything that you want to link to, like how do I, what's the link to my commissions area? It's not in there yet, but I'll see if it works. What is the link to the commissions area? I don't think this will work because the training is only 10% now. I've got many, many more things to add to it. See, what we do is we load training programs into it, and then it casts out. So it's not too bad. It says log into your member area, sales and commission. From there, you can access that. So it doesn't give you the URL, but it will. We have to train it. So this little help symbol will be everywhere in the member area soon. It's still being tested. It's not good enough yet. Okay, are there any questions about that? We're the only company on earth right now on the internet with this. I know we are. Nobody else has this. No way. They may have it on their website as a front end sort of thing, but nobody is training AI yet like we are. We're using, I'm not going to bother you with the technical details, but we're using the most advanced AI database that exists, and we have the best training system. Of course, we're using Python, right, to drill down and get those answers. All right. How do you promote and generate leads, not only for Worldprofit, but for your affiliate programs simultaneously? At the same time, you can have everything happen. So easy. We made it very, very simple. Simply go to your ad examples, click on this Show Advanced Area 1, and take it from there. There's a help video here. That'll help you out. You put your programs right in here. If you want to take one offline, simply there and update. There's also another help video here that you can access. Okay, adding bonuses, big deal. Let's talk about our monitor program. If you are interested in becoming a monitor, and a monitor, the qualifications you need are just having a web camera and about 3 to 4 to 5, 6 hours a week where you can sit in there and greet people as they come in. You're really just a greeter. You're just greeting people and they'll ask you a question and you'll simply say, oh, you go here for that. And by the way, we have a special deal. If you upgrade to silver, oh, what's silver? Well, go click on the video button, that kind of thing. You are trained by Linda Elzy. She's our top salesperson for the last decade, and she will help you. And it's not a lot of stress. There's no pressure or anything. We've got scripts for you that will help you address when they come in and things like that. Okay, so it's just to help associates. You also can help silver and platinum members by simply saying, I'm not sure, click on the support link. That sometimes will really help somebody because they get into trouble and they panic and they don't know to use support. So you just say, hey, use support. I don't know the answer to that. Just use support. What do you get every time somebody upgrades when you're on duty? As a senior monitor, silver or platinum, you get $5 added to your commission. You also get $10 added to commission if they purchase the 1 year right away. You also get associates that log in that don't have a sponsor, and we have thousands of them. 20 associates placed under you, 20 exclusive leads every time somebody upgrades. All right. Are there any questions about the monitor program? If there are, you can fill out a support ticket and ask. And if you're interested, contact support to get started. I have mentioned, and I always do mention, Platinum VIP upgrading as a good decision to make because you save over $800 if you prepay for the year. That's save $800 over paying monthly. You double your commission from silver to platinum. Instead, you get 40% sales, whereas silver only gets 20. Every month, you get 100 fresh exclusive leads with your traffic injection that you do. You get the Worldprofit graphic studio, and then everything you can imagine with the autoresponder. It's a turnkey autoresponder, works great. Also, ClickBank Superstore, Sales Manager, and the new ClickBank Custom Store Builder included. You get your Digistore Builder, JVZoos. These are all, you just put 4 products in. You can put 2 products in, whatever you want. Okay, those are store builders that are designed simply for you to say, I only want to show 4 products, and then send people there to purchase them. Of course, after they sign up as an associate, you put a link to your store right in that, what I showed you in the ad examples area. You also get the advanced ad tracker and, of course, massive injections of traffic and solos and credits and the 18 safe listing exchanges. Are there any questions? A very good turnout today. All right, that's it. Enjoy the new ebook builder. And again, I'm still improving it. I'm adding some things, but I thought I'd release it because it does work. It creates a nice ebook for you. Okay, and you can use that ebook in the landing page anytime that you want, and go from there. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend. Signing off for now, and we'll see you next Friday. Thanks a lot.